Hello, and thank you for joining me for my blog post today. Matt Hun here with MDH Technologies. Today's topic of discussion is cloud services. I'd like to go over what our current service offerings are in the private cloud that we've been building out for our customers. Explain a little bit about what that can do for you potentially and why you'd potentially want to move to the cloud. So this is just going to be a short blog post today. We won't go too in depth because cloud solutions are typically something that needs to happen on an individual basis. But there's some generic information that I can give you for consideration if you're looking at possibly moving to the cloud or possibly putting part of your IT in the cloud. So MDH Technologies has been building out private cloud since 2012, since early 2012, and we've based everything thus far on Microsoft Windows Server 2012, and find that that's working really very well for us. Everything is built to suit. What that means is if we've got a customer who's got a particular need, then we'll build that function or that aspect of the cloud out. So an example of some of that stuff is, for example, email hosting. We currently offer Microsoft Exchange email hosting. We're on the Exchange 2013 platform, which to date is the latest and greatest email platform available from Microsoft. We found that customers are enjoying that, and it works quite well. We also have a very good spam filtering solution in the cloud that each one of our hosted Exchange customers receives just as part of the service. And we even have some customers who still have some on-premise email servers that aren't in the cloud, some customers that don't want to be in the cloud for whatever reason or aren't ready for it, and some of them still are able to utilize our cloud spam filtering. So just because you don't want to necessarily be hosted with email in the cloud, you can still take advantage of spam filtering. Or vice versa. If you'd like the email but don't like the spam filtering, we can build solutions to suit your needs. Now, in addition to the email, Microsoft Exchange email hosting and spam filtering, we also offer remote application hosting, which is one of the more powerful aspects of our cloud. What that will do for you is basically free you from having to purchase new servers every 5 years and migrating servers every 5 years, or whatever your timetable is for that, but we typically recommend 5 years for a mission-critical server. Not to say that old servers that still function can be repurposed, but once again, if it's something that's mission-critical, really should probably be putting those mission-critical things on new hardware about every 5 years. Remote application hosting allows you to run your mission-critical applications, whether it be some CRM software, some accounting software, or other software that's necessary to run your business in the cloud. So what that means is you no longer have to purchase servers for your office on site and pay those expensive fees for expensive server hardware, expensive migration fees, and all of the frustration and stuff that goes along with that. What we can do now is provision resources for you in the MDH Technologies cloud. And since the cloud is elastic, we can grow and shrink resources as you need them. And what that means is all the capital that you would have spent, okay, on that expensive server and on that migration, you can now put back into your company and grow your company out and reach some of the other goals that you've set for yourself and for your company. So by moving to the cloud, you may be able to take a huge leap forward in accomplishing some of the other goals that you've set for yourself. Um, and there's some of the other services here. Just refer to my list of stuff. The remote application hosting, spam filtering, hosted exchange, the dedicated servers, whether it be a dedicated physical server or a dedicated cloud server like a virtual machine or something like that. We can offer you whatever resource it is that you need or that you're comfortable with. And with all of the server-based solutions, whether it be a virtual machine, a physical machine, or remotely hosted application, everything that we offer includes backup service free of charge. Okay, so we're not going to nickel and dime you for things that aren't what we consider to be a necessity. I consider backup service or backups of some level to be a necessity in any networked environment. So we're going to make sure that everything is backed up every night. If there's any problems with the backup jobs that are running, we'll get alerted on those things, and we'll create a remedy to that so that we know things are being backed up properly. The other thing that we include, once again free of charge, is monitoring. So our NOC, or Network Operations Center, will monitor all of your cloud resources so that we can ensure that they're running properly. If you run out of disk space, or you have some memory spikes or processor spikes, or some sort of unusual activity in that regard, we'll be notified by the NOC, and we can take steps to troubleshoot and get that fixed. If it's something that recurs on a regular basis, for example, if some resource that you've got from us is running out of RAM on a regular basis or running out of space, then we notify you so that we can get authorization to add some resources to that cloud solution, get things running the way that they should be. So that's something that we take great care to do, is to not only provide a solid solution for you, but to support that solution so that it runs the way it ought to run. Okay. Some of the things that we can offer you that even some of the larger companies don't in terms of our cloud services are that primarily all of our resources are located here in Dallas. So we're a Dallas, Texas-based company. 90% of our customers are in Dallas, so we've located our resources here. The reason that we do that is that it takes less hops for our local customers to reach their cloud resources. What that means is, let's say you've got a resource that you're accessing that's across the world, or in a different state even. There are more hops that your traffic would take to reach its destination, and you're susceptible to the weakest link in the chain. So the more hops and the more things in between you and your cloud resource, the more opportunity that there is for something to go wrong. So we've located most of everything here in Dallas to try and minimize risk of downtime and other issues that occur due to geographic distances that are lengthy. We're working to be geographically distributed, and that'll be happening first quarter of this year, or possibly early second quarter of this year. And we've already purchased a couple of servers that will be at the new data center. We currently lease data center space here in Dallas at one of the better data centers, and take great care to make sure that we've got the backup on the power, lots of internet bandwidth, and more resources than we actually need, so that things run smoothly most of the time. Some of the things, once again, that we can do that some of the larger providers don't or can't is in terms of when we actually migrate from your on-premise solution to the cloud. Okay, so for example, I could show up on site. I can actually put data onto a drive. I can actually drive it down to the data center, plug it into a server, and transfer the information for you. If you can't really do this with one of the larger companies. They may offer a service where you can ship them a hard drive or something like that, but you have to wait for ship times, and you're giving your information to people that you haven't necessarily met, you may not necessarily trust. You don't know if you're going to get the drive back, something can get lost in the mail, so on and so forth. So there's some concerns that you may want to consider in terms of sending your data offsite to get migrated to the cloud. Um, Something else that you may want to think about is the fact that when you deal with MDH Technologies, okay, you're dealing directly with engineers who can physically put their hands on the server and the equipment, okay, and you're dealing with people that can do that without having to navigate frustrating phone systems or frustrating various levels of tech support, okay. So you're going to talk to someone who is knowledgeable, okay, who has access to the resources, who can physically access them and troubleshoot them and remedy any issue with them fairly quickly without being frustrated in doing so. So you can communicate with us directly over phone, email, or for text message for that matter. So we've got many clients that'll just shoot us a quick text message and say, hey, can you look at this for me, or can you add an account? Reset a password, or so on and so forth. And that's something that I think is essentially unheard of in this business. So being able to kind of cut through the red tape and cut through the BS and just talk to an engineer that can help you, that can put their hands on the server, that can access all of the cloud resources that you're on and get things fixed for you, will represent a huge savings in not only money but frustration. And that's really one of the things that we hear people complain about is the frustration of having to deal with tech support with certain companies. I don't know the last time that you called maybe your phone company or internet provider or some other provider and were subject to 15-20 minutes just navigating a phone system. Okay, another 15 or 30 minutes on hold. Okay, with each tier of support. Okay, so that really cuts into your day if you're talking about each time you need to call somebody to add something, ask a question, or get some help. An hour or two of your day. So that's extremely an inefficient way to do things, and we can certainly help mitigate those frustrations at MDH Technologies. So I'd like to thank you for checking out our video. If you've got any comments, questions, or suggestions, our door is always open. If you'd like to navigate to our Contact Us page to send us some correspondence, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to call us directly, you can do that at 972-800-9011, or you can get me directly at matt@mdhtech.com. Thank you for joining us.